moment. Let me just introduce our resource speaker. Sorry. So, let me formally introduce our speaker. Dr. Sagani L. Bagus is a remarkable individual with a wealth of educational and professional accomplishments, and with strong foundation in business education and business administration at the University of the East Caloocan. He has also a diploma in industrial relations of School of Labor and Industrial Relations at the University of the Philippines, Diliman. He also holds a Master in Public Administration with a specialization in Organizational Studies and Public Fiscal Administration at the University of the Philippines, Diliman. He also has a Doctor of Philippine Studies at the University of the Philippines, Diliman, and a recipient of the Seoul University Scholarship Grant at Kaohsiung, Taiwan. He serves as a director at the UP System Supply and Property Management Office at the UP System, and a senior lecturer at the National College of Public Administration and Governance at the University of the Philippines, Diliman. And he is also a senior lecturer at the Faculty of Management Development Studies at the University of the Philippines, Open University. And he is a former senior lecturer at the College of Public Health at the University of the Philippines, Manila. His dedication to education is further exemplified by his role as a lecturer on the Procurement Specialist course of National Engineering Center of UP Diliman at UP Los Baños Law Center Paralegal Training Center at the College of Law at the UP Diliman, Central Luzon State University, CLSU, and Polytechnic University of the Philippines, and other government agencies on the Government Procurement Supply Chain Management and Modernized Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System, or PhilGEPS, showcasing his commitment to efficient and transparent procurement process. Furthermore, his role as a consultant for the Philippine Center for Economic Development under the Office of the President and Construction Industry Authority of the Philippines, or SIAP, on Contractors Performance Evaluation System, or CPES, implementing guidelines for infrastructure projects and local water utilities administration, underscore his significant influence in shaping economic policies and strategies. So today, Dr. Bagus will be sharing his insights and expertise, a subject of utmost importance in our field. Let us all extend a warm welcome to Dr. Sagani Bagus.
Thank you. Okay, so good afternoon po, and thank you very much. So, Chairman Dr. Carlo Batalya, Vice Chairman ASEC Walter Campo, former Governor Rodriguez of Quezon Province, and of course, all the members of Crime and Corruptions Watch International. Pangalan pa lang may dating na, di ba? So, honored guests and ladies and gentlemen, okay? So, good day to all of you. It's an honor to stand before you today as we discuss an issue that is central to the efficient and effective functioning of our government, which is public procurement. Public procurement, issue talaga siya ever since. Sabi nga, isa siya sa napakalaking problem na hinaharap ng government natin. Why? Because 40% to 60% of our budget dumadaan sa procurement. So, public procurement is the lifeblood of our government's operation. It enables the acquisition of goods and services, infrastructure that powers our programs, deliver essential services to our people, and support the growth and development of our nations. The ability of our government to procure resources in an efficient, transparent, and accountable manner directly impacts the quality of service we provide and sustainability of our development initiative. But as we all know, there are challenges. Napakadaming challenges sa procurement. So, nandyan ang corruptions, nandyan ang inefficiencies, delays, and lack of transparency have long plunged our procurement process. These challenges hinders the effective use of public funds. So, ang daming issue, ang daming natin naririnig with regards to the misuse of public funds. Lalo na ang pinaka-controversial ngayon, yung mga budget with regards to ACAP. Diba? Na hindi naman dumadaan sa procurement. Okay? So, undermine public trust and divert resources away from the programs that matter most of our citizens. So today, I would like to emphasize the needs for strengthening public procurement. So how can we strengthen the public procurement? This is not just a technical issue. It's a fundamental pillar for good governance and for advancement of our nation's priorities. Strengthening public procurement is one of the most critical aspects of governance and public service. It's through the process that our government ensure the effective delivery of goods. Nakakarating ba sa taong bayan? Services, nararamdaman ba ng taong bayan ng mga health services? And of course, infrastructure projects. And that are vital to the growth and progress of our country. Sabi nga ni DPWH, hindi daw nila natapos yung malaking percentage na dapat nilang ma-accomplish for 2024. Okay? So public procurement is a process that involves the allocations of significant public funds. And it's in the very area where corrupt practices are open that take root. When procurement process are weak, kung mahina ang ating procurement process and prone to manipulation, it creates a breeding ground for corruptions. Contracts are awarded, so based on favoritism or under-the-table deals, and projects are either delayed or poorly executed. The ones who suffer the most, hindi naman ng gobyerno. The ones who suffer the most are the people. The taxpayers, tayong lahat. And the ones who depend on the government to fulfill promises and development. So why do we need strengthen public procurement? Sa Pilipinas, public procurement system has long been a cornerstone of our democracy and governance. However, we are all aware that challenges persist. So changes that hinders transparency, sabi nyo nga, may transparency essential, accountability, efficiency, and of course, yung asawa ng accountability is responsibility. Issues such as delays in bidding process, so maraming, bakit ba nagpe-fail bid? Inadequate monitoring, natatapos ba lahat ng projects? Nakukumpleto ba ang projects? Kahit na nakita natin how they process it, but the question is, natapos ba? Na-achieve ba? Okay? And then such delay in bidding process, and then at times corruption continue to plunge the system. So these graphs not only affect the quality of public service, but also undermine public trust in government institutions. Strengthening public procurement is therefore not just about improving process. It is about enforcing the value of transparency, accountability, and good governance that are fundamental to our democracy, which is also the goal ng CCWI, di ba? Which is, dapat tayo ay transparent at dapat kung sino dapat managot, dapat siyang managot. With the passing of the new Government Procurement Reform Act, otherwise known as RA 12009, yun po ang bago nating law with regards to public procurement. Wala na po ang RA 9184. Papasok na po ang RA 12009. So, yung implementing rules and regulations ay namin tinitignan pa kung ano nga ba nakalagay doon sa IRR. We are presented with tremendous opportunities to perform and innovations in vital area. The new legislations bring fresh hope. Sana maganda, no? Aiming to streamline and improve the procurement process that directly impact our people. It is a tool that will not only enhance transparency and efficiency, but also ensure that public funds are used judiciously for the benefits of all people. Whether it is a construction of roads, establishment of school and hospital, the development of railways, and ensuring steady supply of essential goods for government programs, public procurement plays a central role in functioning our nations. It is the conduit through which the government fulfills its commitment to the public, ensuring that the needs for a citizen are met and that our visions for the prosperous, sustainable future is realized. Sabi nga ng isang estudyante ko, sabi niya, Sir, bakit may corruptions? Bakit hindi yan na-solve even before? Bakit hanggang ngayon, the problem is corruptions? Ang dami ng taon ang lumipas, ang dami ng taon ang nagdaan. Kami na ngayon ang bagong generations, pero nandiyan pa rin yung sakit na corruptions. Ang hirap sagutin, di ba? Paano mo sasagutin yung tanong na paano mo sasabihin sa kanila, tao sa gobyerno, ang may mga involved na tao sa gobyerno. Okay? So, as observer of the government procurement process, your presence is essential as you play a critical role in ensuring that those efforts are successful. Here are the key areas that we must focus to strengthen our public procurement system. Una, transparency and accountability. The cornerstone of any procurement system must be transparency. It is imperative that every step of the procurement process, from planning to contract award, is visible to public. Online platforms, may mga online platforms na po, nandiyan na ang Government Procurement Policy Board at ang Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System are tools that can help ensure greater transparency. However, transparency alone is not enough. It's also about ensuring that those in charge overseeing this process are held accountable for their actions. Strengthening the role of observers will help ensure that funds are properly utilized and that process are followed in accordance with government procurement implementing rules and regulation. The second one is the capacity building and continuous learning. Sabi natin, we need to understand the law and we need to learn yung process. A procurement system is not only as good as people's managing it. Public procurement requires expertise, specialized knowledge. Kaya nga nandyan yung Public Procurement Specialist Certification course. Therefore, continuous education and training for procurement officers, even the government officials, procurement observers like you. Diba? Tayo lahat dapat maintindihan natin ang procurement. How can you observe kung hindi mo alam yung process? Diba? And then other personnel involved in the process is crucial. This includes equipping them with the necessary skill to implement update procurement laws, especially the new law which is RA 12009, using the modern procurement tools like modernized PhilJEPs. Magpapa-implement na po si PhilJEP, si government ng online. Lahat from the APP up to the award ay online na. And upholding ethical standards, strengthening the capacity, our observers will improve the efficiency and effectiveness of our procurement activity, ensuring taxpayers' money is spent wisely. And the next one is technological innovation. One of the greatest opportunities for strengthening public procurement is through the integrations of technology. Online platforms and e-procurement systems such as those developed by PhilJEP already play a key role in enhancing transparency and reducing the potential for corruption. Hindi pa rin mai-eradicate ba natin ang corruptions? Ang hirap natin sagutin nun, di ba? So, but we must continue to innovate, developing system that streamline bidding process, enhance tracking and reporting, and facilitate easier communications among stakeholders. These tools can help address delays, inefficiency, effort that can arise in manual system, providing more streamlined and effective procurement process. The next one is fostering fair competition. To ensure that public procurement serves the best interest of the Filipino people, it must foster a competitive environment. This means ensuring that all suppliers, especially the local, small, and even the medium-sized enterprise, are given a fair chance to participate in the procurement process. By increasing the competitions, we ensure that government projects are delivered at the best value, ensuring that procurement rules are clear, fair, and applied consistently, help prevent collusions, and guarantees that we got the most out of our funds. And the second to the last is ensuring efficiency and timelines. Procurement processes are often criticized for delays. Ang daming delays. Pag ikot kayo sa mga government offices, ang daming mga buildings na hindi natapos. So, that is also a problem, which hinders timely delivery of goods and services. One of the things we need to strengthen is government procurement is to streamline the process, ensuring that all implementing rules and regulations are followed. This requires commitment to efficiency at all levels of the procurement process. And the most important is the role of observer. Observer play a critical role in the effort. Kayo po ang makakasolve ng corruptions. Kayo ang solusyon, isa sa mga solusyon para mapahinto natin ang corruptions. For the government, it is essential to establish and enforce clear procurement policies, providing adequate resources and support procurement officers in their work. For observer, it is vital that they uphold the highest standard of integrity, honesty, and professionalism. Observer must work to ensure transparency, fairness, and accountability are in place in government procurement. So in closing, I urge all of us here today to remain committed improving our public procurement system. Let us work together to ensure that public procurement not only meets the needs of today, but also creates the foundation for more prosperous, equitable future for all Filipinos. Your organizations play a crucial role in restoring the power of public trust by actively working to create systems that ensure fairness, transparency, and accountability in government process. Through your efforts, you demonstrate to Filipino people that their voice do matter and their concerns are being taken seriously. Your commitment in building a framework where citizens can see and understand how decisions are made and how public resources are allocated. However, this is not responsibility to carry alone. It's a shared duty that involves government officials, businesses, and the public working together. So thank you, and I look forward to our collective efforts to strengthen and improve public procurement for the benefit of the Filipino people and for the benefit of the next generation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, before we